All right, I had just done an update on the red flag warning for the Central Coast. We've had some thunderstorms moving through there, some lightning, and I'd take my suit off. I was ready to leave, and then I thought I should probably check watch duty one more time to see if any fires started. And turns out that we've had two different fires pop up. So just thought I would do another update on what these fires are looking like at the moment. So first, let's check out where this red flag warning is. Looks like it's mostly Monterey County, San Benito County. And then we have the West Fire over here. Looks like that was last updated 2 minutes ago. Update on conditions, crews hiking with hand tools reports slow rate of spread, requesting air assistance and a helicopter when available. And then it looks like it might have started 29 minutes ago. So right when I had finished my last live stream. Units dispatched to a fire reported in the area of Hawkins Peak, impacting both sides of the ridge. 100 by 100 foot spot 2 miles in per department drone. So looks like it's a pretty small fire at this moment. You can see where they have the incident. Looks like it's maybe in Pinnacles National Park right there. And there are definitely some dry conditions out there, but the good news is that our temperatures haven't come up all that much yet. We're still much cooler than we will be this afternoon right now. And then our relative humidity is also not as low as it's going to be later today. So sounds like some crews are getting out there, and hopefully they'll be able to just put this one out before it spreads anymore. But it does sound like that one is a slow rate of spread. So that's some good news there. And then we also have the Pronghorn Fire. You can see Carmel Valley is up towards the northeast of this. And then this is almost perfectly between Carmel Valley and where we had the Colorado fire in 2022. You can actually see one of the helicopters on this fire right now. And let's click in here. So this was updated 40 minutes ago. Initial report on conditions per radio traffic, 1/8 acre, so very small at this point. Slow rate of spread, backing downhill, potential for 5 acres. So that right there is pretty encouraging on all accounts. It says it's very small right now. It's not moving very fast. It's actually going downhill, and fires move a lot slower downhill than they do uphill. When they're moving uphill, they're able to preheat some of the fuels, and then it leads to faster growth. So it's good to hear that it's backing downhill. And then it only says potential for 5 acres, and it looks like there's a shot. So let's actually see what this fire has looked like. It's within the last hour. You can see some of that smoke coming up, about as small as a wildfire can be. And then they said it's backing, so it's maybe moving down that way. And actually towards the end there, you can see like that one little puff that happens. I wonder if that was the helicopter coming in and actually dropping some water on it. Let's see. Let's go right to the end here. You'll be able to see the little puff. Yeah, it looks, I wonder if I would be able to pause it to see if we could actually see. Yeah, you can actually see the helicopter come into the screen. It's on the right there, and then it moves closer. That's the helicopter right there. So sounds like they have some attack on this. Sounds like it's not moving very fast, but we did have 2 wildfires start because of some of the thunderstorms that we were talking about this morning. So I'll just go back over very quickly what's happening right now in the Central Coast. We have a red flag warning in place through noon today. The reason for this is because of actually Tropical Storm Hova is pushing some moisture into California, and that's led to some thunderstorms across the Central Coast. Now, good news and bad news, there's been a mix of dry thunderstorms and wet thunderstorms. So I have checked a couple of the stations. We have had some measurable precipitation out there. Looked like most of the thunderstorms, though, the rainfall was actually evaporating before it would get to the ground. And when there was rainfall, it looked to be, the most I've seen was 0.01 inches. So you can see where we had some of the lightning today, exactly where some of these fires had started. Right there, and then right around Pinnacles. So two of those lightning strikes were what started these 2 fires that we're talking about. And then now it looks like some of the more thunderstorm activity is moving up closer towards Gilroy at this point. And it right now it doesn't look like there's another band of rainfall behind this one. So hopefully this is the end of it. Hopefully they just put these fires out real quick and then we're done for the day. And hopefully they put out the fires before things start to warm up and dry out this afternoon. But looks like they have a pretty good initial attack on it. And it does look like, while it doesn't look like there's another band of thunderstorms coming through right now. It looks like it's now moving up, as I mentioned, into the Gilroy area, and then it's quickly going to move out of there. Right now, it looks pretty nice, actually, from our Salinas Fremont Peak camera. It wasn't long ago that we had some pretty loud thunder. You might have been able to hear it in my last live stream. But one thing working in our favor is that the part of the day where we have the highest thunderstorm chances is right now and then earlier this morning. And it was actually even more so earlier this morning. So that's working in our favor because it's not the highest thunderstorm chances this afternoon when it's warm temperatures in the mid 80s with very dry air out there. But as we've seen with the two fires that popped up, there wasn't that much moisture associated with these thunderstorms. So lightning was able to start two fires because we do still have some dry fuels out there. One other thing working in our favor is it's not very windy out there at the moment. You can actually see that. I'll pull up the shot right here again. Biggest thing I noticed, I should have pointed this out earlier, but when this fire starts, notice how the plume is almost going straight up. That tells you that the winds are very calm in this area. When there's stronger winds, your plume is going to tilt over. And then if we look at the current wind speeds, 0 to 5 miles per hour. It's almost non-existent out there at the moment. And this afternoon, it doesn't look like things are going to be getting all that much windier. Now, although winds always pick up in the afternoon hours, should just be around 5 to 15 miles per hour though. Now, where this is all coming from is Tropical Storm Hova. So it's no longer Hurricane Hova. It was yesterday, but now it's dropped down to 65 mile per hour winds. The storm itself is way off in the Pacific. It's actually decreasing in intensity and moving farther away from us. But it had enough moisture around it that some of that moisture was able to funnel up into California. And that's what created the conditions where these thunderstorms were possible. But it's not enough moisture where it was wetting rain over everybody. So it's in that little sweet spot where you have the fire danger out there. For example, in the Sierra, it looks like they have some of the thunderstorm potential as well, but they should be picking up a bit more of the rainfall today. It looks like there's a bit more moisture up there, shown in the green. And that's maybe why they don't have a red flag warning where the Central Coast does. And then looking at the forecast highs across the state today, it's warm out there. We have a few cities in the Central Coast that are above average for this time of the year, but it's nothing too excessive. We're not seeing triple digits. We're not seeing excessive heat warnings pop up. And the main thing is that the thunderstorm chances are already decreasing. So then this afternoon, we might be able to just enjoy some of the warm and sunny weather. And then it looks like the heat's going to be sticking around through Monday, and then we drop back down again Tuesday and Wednesday. So last thing I'll say about it, looks like we have two wildfires. It is the, let's see the names, it was the Pronghorn Fire. Yeah, Pronghorn Fire, and let's see if they've even named this other one. Pronghorn Fire and the West Fire. But as of right now, both of those look to be fairly small. They have a slow rate of spread. It's not the warmest, driest part of the day just yet. And a lot of the thunderstorm chances are behind us. So as of right now, this situation looks pretty under control, but I'll definitely monitor this throughout the day, and I'll do more updates if these fires look to be picking up in intensity. So hopefully this video was helpful, and thanks for watching.